Sure, we can do everyone's mic check. Officer Matthew Longshore, Longshore, Public Information Officer for the Aurora Police Department.
What's the latest? What's been going on here this morning?
Yeah, so again, we're out here for another day at 2200 Lansing. We have our partners with the FBI, investigators from Aurora Police. We're out here still looking for evidence in this case. We have located a few things that required additional equipment to be brought out. So that's why we called Aurora Fire Rescue. They did bring out some heavy equipment that they're specially trained in, and they were able to help us with this search. So not a lot of big updates today, unfortunately, yet. We're hopeful that we can find some sort of evidence or some sort of information that can help us in this case.
What was the significance of Chief Wilson coming?
So Chief Wilson showed up. She wanted to show her support for the officers. The officers have been out here for days. She wanted to thank the FBI for their help. This is obviously an important case for not only Aurora Police Department, but Lashaya's family. So Chief Wilson wanted to come out and show her support to everyone that had been out here all week.
And we saw some of that heavy equipment, machinery. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so that stuff was used for concrete. So there's some areas maybe in the basement that we were trying to focus on today. So Aurora Fire did bring out that heavy equipment that they're specially trained in to kind of help us in that search.
I know everyone's, kind of wondering, is she in the basement?
Well, that's part of this process. We haven't had any evidence yet to support that, but we have to make sure that we're doing a thorough search. We don't want to leave anything in question. So, we're bringing in the specialized equipment. That's why we're partnering with the FBI. We want to make sure that we check all the boxes and make sure that we don't miss anything.
You usually don't break up concrete for no reason, though something led you to believe that there could be something there?
Yeah, we're just following investigative leads. I know we've had some equipment out and some resources earlier in this week that kind of helped maybe focus our efforts into certain parts of the house. And so we're just making sure that we follow up on every part of that investigation.
Can you talk about what the fire department does? They kind of break up into big chunks and then you sift through that for the smaller stuff, get the heavy stuff out? How does that work?
Yeah, that's probably going to be part of their process, right? They break up concrete and then we look through it, right? We can sift through it. They can break it up even smaller. All of this evidence is going to be processed. It's all very important. It may give us a clue. It may provide us some information. So we just want to make sure that we're being very thorough and methodical, right? It's not going to be a quick process. They're going to be out here for a while. It may take more than a day. We don't know. But this is all something that we need to focus and make sure we don't miss.
Did you say you found some things this morning or some things of interest?
Not necessarily this morning. So we've stuff has progressed. Some of the resources that we've used has indicated maybe we need to look closer at one of these areas, and so that's why we brought in the heavy equipment.
I guess just tell the community, I know this neighborhood, they're kind of, just wondering what's going on, worried about her, obviously.
Of course, yeah. So through investigative leads and tips, that's what brought us to 2200 Lansing, and obviously Lashaya went missing a little over 4 years now. So maybe if a neighbor saw something 4 years ago that they didn't think was suspicious at the time, they can always report that information through Crime Stoppers and be anonymous, right? It's small tips like that that can help this case. So again, if you saw something, reach out to Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. There's a reward for up to $15,000 for the information in Lashaya's case. So if anyone has information, we're requesting you call the Crime Stoppers.
How important were the dogs in the search?
The dogs were another resource and another tool. We're appreciative of the FBI for their help in coordinating all that. So again, we have a multitude of different tools that we can use, and the dogs were a key part of that. Okay. Follow us on social media. If we have any updates, we'll definitely put something out then. If we have anything big, we'll do a media briefing later today, tomorrow, whenever we find something, if we find something.
Thank you.
Say
Okay.
anything else today just for our kind of information, or too early to tell?
It is too early to tell, right? They got the concrete. That's why they left, is they got the concrete in the different areas that we needed. So now it's just the slower process of trying to sift through everything else. Okay?
Thank you.